Yeah. I can't. I think okay. I think all the
So
audio is capturing.
display your screen too, so I can see it.
Oh yeah, let me do that,
Because
and then you
otherwise,
can
I'm just
see.
stuck looking at myself.
Yeah, I forget. I was like, there's something else that I need to do. Share your screen.
Yeah, I can't
Screen.
see myself because I look at your screen when I do this. So.
Well, I'll share my screen, and then you can see it.
Oh yeah. Oh, she just knocked my
Oh,
headphones
that
out.
broke
Nice.
the
Good
whole
job, sir.
webcam thing, though.
Fucking low
Can I
IQ.
still? Okay, there we go. Oh, see, you got no. See, this is. There we go.
You undid this, sir. I
Okay.
have to retie this on you.
Why won't it like snap in with the? There we go. All right. Can you see that? That looks
So I
good,
see
right?
what? I just see your OBS,
Well,
but
yeah,
it's
but you
fine.
see how it looks in the OBS, right? Everything looks
Hmm.
good. Okay.
Yeah, everything looks. I look beautiful.
All right.
So does Sarah. Even though they can't see her, she looks very
Yeah.
cute.
So see, like to capture your webcam, the reason it's like complicated is I had to like crop the Discord window to like fit you.
Just me.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. That's.
It fucking looks good though, dude. I think I nailed it.
You did nail it.
You gotta we need some more light so we can see Sarah a little better. We need to like
Yeah,
I
I
need to
don't
like
really
set up
have
some
anything
like
else.
dedicated scenes so we can just full screen you sometimes if we need to.
Yeah, you. Yeah, that would be good.
That would be lit, right?
I mean, I could open up my window to get more natural light. We
Hang
want to
on,
do
I think I might
that.
just be able to do it.
Can you make it later?
I'll call this scene Don.
Let me see if I can get some more natural light in.
Add. Is it a window capture, I guess?
Oh shit, I fucked it up.
And then is it this one? No. Is it this one?
Dude, I literally can't do this. What the fuck?
There it is.
Like not snapping. You doing this? There we go. Oh, there's the what? Okay. Well, there's people out there. All right, it should be brighter now. Is it good?
Uh
A
not
little bit.
really. It's the same kind of.
Maybe it's like auto adjusting because it's so bright in the back. I don't know. Maybe that's a little better.
What the fuck am I even doing here? Okay. Look, we got like a full screen thing of but I feel like something looks weird that what
My
yeah.
eyes
What
look
the
fucked
fuck? Why
up.
is that? Okay.
Look how one of my eyes is like closed and then the other one is open. Like what the fuck,
Dog,
bro?
this is so janky and off-centered, but I kind of want to keep F1 on my other screen, so this is what we're working with.
Gotta make do with what you got.
We got that. Oh hell yeah, dude! See that's lit. Look at that! Boom, boom, boom,
Boom.
boom.
Just instant.
Instant.
Full screen. We don't have something going. Boom. All right. Are we
Yeah,
recording yet?
yeah. I've been recording like the whole time I was
Oh.
fucking with this.
Oh, nice. So
Welcome to episode
we
10.
were, yeah, the big episode 10. We were on a bit of a hiatus due to numerous. You know what? I'm actually just gonna air all the dirty laundry.
All right.
We were gonna do episode 10 last week, and by we I mean myself and a special guest.
We were
But
gonna.
said special guest, just wasn't reliable, and they knew who they are. And when they finally do come on the podcast, we'll out them even more. So
Out them very publicly.
very publicly, explicitly, and it's gonna be dirty. Um, but we'll tease that one. But yeah, how was your time away? Did you miss the podcast, us?
Yeah, dude, I did miss the podcast. And actually, like when you were listening to episode 9 yesterday, I'm like super stoked to go back and listen to episode 9 now because
Yeah.
like I have zero recollection of what we talked about. So it's going to be actually like listening to a podcast instead of just like rehashing a conversation I had 3 hours ago,
Yeah.
which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I also felt like we talked about stuff last time that we don't just like talk about on Discord all the time, which is like another issue I have with some of our stuff. Um, but yeah, overall, hopefully we can recreate that just like going forward in general.
Yeah, for sure.
Here's like a take I have just randomly just looking at this. You see this all quiet on the Western Front thing right here? I am so sick of war movies, but like specifically anything World War II or World War One, dude. I'm just like so over it. There's just like
I think that's a
it's
hot
just
take.
too much, bro. It's just too much. Like I just like I don't want to see it. I don't care anymore. Like honestly, I want more Vietnam shit. I feel like Vietnam is like what do we have? We have like Full Metal Jacket. We have that one with Martin Sheen,
Can I
or
counterpoint
Charlie
this?
Sheen. So great.
I
Yeah,
I
sure.
hear you on Vietnam. How about more westerns? I
You
love
know
a
what the thing is?
western.
People don't like westerns, bro.
Really?
Westerns just like don't like. Okay, well anything by Taylor Sheridan is like modern westerns,
That's about
right?
it. Yeah.
But they're like, I mean, what else is there that's come out in like the
Well, that's what
last
I'm
like
saying.
20
That's
years
what I'm
that's
saying.
like
I want
decent?
more. I
Yeah, but I
feel
think
like it
they
would
do
be
come
a
out. They're
hit.
just like not popular.
I mean, there
Oh,
was
dude.
Westworld.
That wasn't like a west. That was not a real
I
western
mean, it
though,
was
bro.
it was like a dystopian futuristic western, but it was a western. The
No,
point of
I
it was
mean
a western.
fucking 18. What is that show we just watched? 1884,
1883.
1883.
Yeah.
That's a western. But like
So
even that's like
okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I
that's
mean
like as
Taylor
close as you're
Sheridan. But
getting.
yeah. No, I
Yeah,
mean I
I mean
feel like
that's
what
okay,
about
but
like Hateful Eight? That was kind of a western.
that's not a western, bro.
What is that?
That's I don't know, but it wasn't a western. It
But
had
what
like
the?
no
It's a
the only thing
western.
westerny about it was like the time period, but the way it like the
It was
storyline,
in
the
the
way it's
West.
shot.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
but that's not really, yeah, but the western like a western is like a type of film,
what do you want
right?
it to
It's
be like?
less
Hippie
so that
Californians to be like modern?
no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like it didn't have any of the western tropes really. Didn't
Yeah,
have any like the tropes that make it a western. That's just like
I
a
guess
period
the
film. That's
trope is
just
like less like of a thing to me. I kind of want like the period thing, and I want like the ambiance. I guess it doesn't even have to be like a period, but just like the feel of the
yeah.
western,
The
like the
ambiance
wild
is kind of
wild
like the
west kind of a
trope
thing.
though. Yeah, but the Hateful
Well,
Eight
then the
doesn't have that at
Hateful Eight
all.
is
The
a
Hateful Eight takes
western.
place in one fucking. It takes place in a tavern, and it's more like a who did it drama type thing. It's
Yeah,
more like
but
a
it's like a
mystery than anything
western
else. It's
theme.
not.
All
Yeah,
right, you know
kind
what?
of. I mean, I
We're gonna
see
have
what
to
you're
we're gonna have
saying.
to hear from from our loyal listeners on that
I
one
get
on
what you're
whether a
saying,
Hateful
but
Eight
like
is a
when you
western.
say you want a west, like if I said, okay, if the prescription was to make more movies like The Hateful Eight, you would end up with a lot of movies that aren't westerns. Yeah, I mean, it's
Dog,
listed
it's
as a
in
western drama, but
Wyoming. Come on, it is
yeah,
about.
I get it, but okay, do you get what I'm saying? If we made 100 movies that were based on the Hateful Eight, they would be more like the Hateful Eight than they would be like westerns. Do you get what I'm saying by that? Like the Hateful Eight is like its own thing. It's like it's more of a a who did it kind of mystery drama than it is like an actual western. Yeah, I get that it's
What
a
is an
western, but
actual
it's not
western
really.
then? Like you just, I'm not talking. Like I don't need to have like cowboys running around on the screen the whole time. I'm not saying that. I just like the out west vibe.
Yeah, but I don't feel like the
This
Hateful Eight
is
really
such an
has that out
awful
west vibe.
picture
Even
of
most of
fucking
it
this
like
guy.
takes place like literally in a tavern.
We got to make a Discord emoji out of this.
Yeah, this is
This is a
wild. Like
great.
actually,
I'm gonna,
does he just have no lower teeth on his smile? That's really
I
crazy.
don't know, but I'm gonna save that one. I'm gonna stash that one away for later.
I actually thought the Hateful Eight is like probably the most underrated Tarantino movie. I thought the Hateful Eight was really good. I really enjoyed it.
I'm
I
like,
liked it way more than his most recent film, that Hollywood film. I thought that movie was kind of awful.
what was the Hollywood film? I was just about to say like I'm so bad
Let's
at like
look up
remembering
Tarantino. I
which
forgot what it's
directors do
called.
what and shit like that.
I keep wanting to say it's called Gone Hollywood, but that's that Dire Straits
Is
song.
it like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
Once
literally
Upon a
what it
Time
is.
in Hollywood.
I
Yeah.
can't. I
This
don't.
movie was awful in
I
my
don't think I
opinion. I mean, it
watched
wasn't
it.
awful, but it was just like so boring.
Did
Dude.
I
I was
watch
so
this?
bored.
I can't remember if I watched this. I feel like I did, but I don't remember for sure.
I don't know. Also, here's another hot take. Like, honestly, don't love DiCaprio that much. Think DiCaprio is really overrated. Like, he's
That's a
fine,
hot
but
take, man. DiCaprio is
he's.
good.
I mean, DiCaprio is good, but he's still overrated. He's
Who's
still
better than
rated above where I think
DiCaprio?
he is.
There
A
are
lot of
some that
people,
are
bro.
better than DiCaprio, but like, who's better at who's better? I mean, I don't know. I think he's like
As
he's like
just
a
like a
top
leading
fiver.
man,
Yeah, he's a top fiver. He's a
I
good
like Jake
actor.
Gyllenhaal a lot more.
Oh, okay. I'm a big Jake Gyllenhaal guy too. So
I
that's
like
I'm on
Gyllenhaal
board with
more.
that.
I like Clooney more.
Dude, Clooney,
Um,
you're getting like brainwashed into that.
I love Clooney, bro.
What's so good about Clooney?
Dude, watch Ocean's 11, bro. Watch
Okay.
Ocean's
Oh
11 and
my
tell me Clooney
god.
isn't a fucking beast, bro. Clooney's great, dude.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's like slim to none chance that I'm ever gonna watch another Ocean's movie again. I feel like I've aged out of
Denzel,
that demographic.
Denzel, love him.
Denzel is good. Yeah, no, Denzel's
Love
really solid.
Denzel.
I'll
And
give you
Denzel has
Denzel too.
awesome range, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna
Denzel
say
has
Denzel can
insane
do
range.
anything. That's the thing that's lit about Denzel.
Um, there's a lot of guys. Matt Damon, honestly, I like a lot.
You like Matt Damon more than Leonardo DiCaprio?
Dude, I don't like DiCaprio that much.
Matt
Like,
Damon's never
honestly,
even done anything other than the Bourne series. What else has he even
yes, he
been in that's
has,
good?
dude.
No, Matt Damon
The
sucks.
talented Mr. Ripley.
Okay, yeah, that is. Yeah, okay. I'm just
He's
really
awesome in
this
that.
conversation. All this conversation is gonna do is just expose how little I watch movies. So, or how little like movie retention I have in my brain for like which actors did what.
What's that movie where Denzel plays like the drug lord? And he's like going to Vietnam to buy heroin and shit. Do you know what I'm talking about? Bro,
That
this movie
yeah,
is
no,
so good.
that sounds familiar. But again, like my retention with
I don't
this
know,
shit
but
is
that
so
movie's
bad.
really
Like
good.
I'll watch a movie and then I just like I forget the cast. I forget what the cast's names
Oh, let me say
are.
this. Like, what do you think? What do you think Leo's best film is? Like,
Um,
what is like? What would you? What's like your Leo is a Beast film?
Wolf of Wall Street was
Honestly,
really
that's
good.
my issue. Wow, you wanted to think it's a hot take? Maybe this is why. Like, I thought that was like a mega overrated movie. I mean, it was
Really?
fine, but it was like not like it wasn't like as much as hyped up as it was. I was like, yeah, it's whatever.
Inception was fucking dope.
Again, I wasn't a big fan of Inception either.
I mean,
Maybe I'm
I
just
feel like it's like
low
a
on the
cop
movies
out,
that
but I
he's
mean
in.
like and like it's not like I'm not like a big Titanic guy, but I mean Titanic was a sick movie.
Yeah, but it's not him that's sick in it. The Titanic is like sick for the visuals. Honestly, the story is awful in the Titanic. It makes like almost no sense.
Yeah,
You
that's
want you
fair.
want to know the only movie I thought like I actually
The
really like
Departed
Leo
was
in?
good. It's gonna be
The
The
Departed.
Departed. Yeah, I
Yeah,
knew
it's The
it.
Departed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're a
that's
big
the one. And
Departed
I
stan.
love The Departed. I love The
Speaking of
Departed.
actors that are better,
But
but
I mean,
not Damon.
honestly, I think Damon and Wahlberg are better in that movie.
Oh
So
my god.
honestly, another good
Talking
Damon
about Mark
shout.
Wahlberg as if he's a
Dude,
serious actor.
Mark Wal. I mean, you have to rewatch The Departed then because he might be he's probably the best character in that film.
Yeah, and it's probably his only good film.
I mean, okay, fine, but
Mark
he is. I
Wahlberg
think he's
sucks
better than Leo
dick.
in that film. Sure, he's not great, but he's really good in that movie because he's basically
Mark.
playing himself.
Yeah, fair enough.
um, Christian Bale, I'd take over Leo for sure.
Christian Bale is
Uh,
solid.
Christian Bale's great, dude.
Leo's just been in a lot of shit, man. I feel like
Yeah, but
like you
yeah,
talk
but
about range. Like he's been in a lot of,
volume doesn't do a lot for me, bro.
but
Like he has that.
it's
Like you have to
volume
have like
of
a
good
magnum opus.
movies.
Yeah, but I feel like he's not really like the reason a lot of those movies are that good.
He's the lead actor in most of them. What?
Yeah, but he's not like carrying the film for me. I don't know.
All right, I guess.
Like his performances don't like stand out. Like I never feel like wow, dude, Leo is fucking nuts in that, dude. Like holy shit. The way I feel like I don't know how to explain it. Like Clooney and Ocean. Maybe I'm just maybe I'm just a stan, but like there's something about like Clooney and Ocean's 11 that's just like so epic. Like he's just so good in that role. Like it just stands out, you know? Like he's in a movie with a bunch of other really good actors acting well, and he still stands out to me. You know what I mean?
I'm like scrolling through his. Dude, we gotta go like look at his Rotten Tomatoes. Like as far as like critically acclaimed movies go, I feel like he's got.
We're talking about Clooney now?
DiCaprio. No, DiCaprio.
I mean,
He's
dude,
gotta
that's what I'm
be
saying.
up there with, like,
I'm saying it's a hot take because most people
yeah.
probably disagree with me. But oh, actually, Catch Me If You Can is so good.
Catch Me If
I
You
actually,
Can's a good movie. Yeah.
dude, Catch Me, and he's actually so good in that movie. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually a great one.
Look at how many movies he's in that have like over 70%.
Yeah, I know, but like honestly, like once again,
high, man.
yeah, I get that he's in big movies, but a lot of these films, like I don't like, he doesn't stand out to me in.
All right, that's fair.
Like once again, like The Departed, like The Departed's a great example. Like he is like maybe the third or fourth best actor in that movie, in the movie specifically. You know what I mean? For me.
Damon is good, but he just doesn't have range. Like I feel like Damon always plays the same guy.
No, the talented Miss Ripley plays a way different character. I mean, I feel like young Damon. I feel like now you're kind of. I don't know. Honestly, in The Martian, he was like pretty. I don't know. He has pretty good range, I think. Actually, I actually like Damon a lot.
He's all right. He's all right. Jack Nicholson's
Mark
best.
Wahlberg.
That's all. We can probably agree on that.
Nicholson, yeah, of course. I mean,
Nicholson's
I
a
mean,
machine.
he's old though. He's like, you can't compare like
Yeah, that's true. Um.
talk about modern dudes.
So
But
anyway,
yeah,
what did I miss last week? I was gone for like a whole week. I feel like I haven't really gotten like a recap of what went on, what I
I don't
missed.
even. I mean, it's mostly the Kanye shit, bro. But I don't even know. Do we want to talk about Kanye? It's like
I feel like that's
that's
just it's
such
what
a
else is there to
that's
say?
such a
Everyone like
pit.
yeah,
I don't know. Did you see this Kyrie stuff now?
the Kyrie anti-Semitic shit. Yeah, is great.
Yeah, I
I
mean
mean,
that's
it's not
hysterical.
great, but it's just like it's great into how it fits with the narrative of Kanye because they're like
You saw
it's
what
my
Josiah said, right? Like his owner
no.
came out against him.
I mean, I
Really?
hope so. I mean, like the dude. I mean, we kind of like touched on this a little bit, but it's like the they're not doing enough. Like I feel like you gotta if you can't just be like, oh, we condemn what he said, dude. You gotta like do something. Like you can't just let
I
the guy just like be saying
mean,
crazy shit like that.
I I don't know. I'm
You
of
don't
two
think the
minds about it.
organization has like a little bit of a responsibility there? Is that one long hair coming out of your armpit? What is that? Other armpit.
Where?
Holy
Here?
shit, no.
No, it's a strand of the
Oh, dude,
shirt.
I thought that was like, it looks like a super long hair coming out of your
It's
armpit.
connected to the shirt. That's pretty funny though.
Are you
Like a
growing your
big
hair
thick
back out?
hair. Yeah, I
You
am.
are, huh?
I mean, I don't know how long I'll grow it out, but I don't feel like I don't know. I wasn't like I don't really like the fade look. I feel like it just doesn't. I just like wasn't feeling it.
I'm not a big
Um,
fade guy either, but a nice taper is good.
yeah, I don't know. It's just like I did it for like what I don't know, like a year and a half. I kept it kind of short, maybe like 2 years, not longer than that. Like all of yeah, I don't know, like two and a half years. I kind of feel like just grow it out a little bit. And I'm not gonna let it get super long again, but
I've
probably like
finally
around
gotten to
this
the
length I'll
point where I
keep it.
can tie all of my shit back into the bun. It all goes
Yeah, there
back
you
now.
go. It all goes back.
God, dude, it's been like the most
Wait, but let's. Oh yeah,
miserable
sorry.
experience getting there.
I
Yeah.
hate to pivot, but I did want to get to this point where I feel like I'm of two minds because I get what you're saying, where it's like you have to condemn, but it's also like I feel like you have to allow people to be able, like I don't know, like obviously it's fucked up, but he's not saying anything that's like illegal. First of all, like there is like freedom of speech laws. And
Yeah.
obviously, he's part of like an organization and he's like representing them. So it's completely fine for like the team to not want to associate with him. But I do like I don't think the NBA should be suspending him.
No, I
I don't
agree.
know.
I don't think the
Like the
NBA
team,
needs
I
to
think
do
the
anything. I
team
think that
should come down on
I
him,
agree. That's what
but
I was
yeah.
saying. Yes, I think the
Oh,
team
okay.
should.
Yeah.
Like I think the team's got a responsibility to like I mean, it's like an image that you're projecting. Like he's like one of the two faces of the franchise,
Yeah,
effectively,
he
right? So
represents
like,
them.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
for
like, if
sure,
he's
for sure.
saying shit like that, then it's like basically reflective of like the Nets too. And it's like if they're just
Yeah.
kind of like,
No,
oh,
I
well, we
agree.
condemn it, but we're not gonna like tell them to stop. Then it's, I don't know. I get the free speech angle too, but it's just like I don't know. It's just like
I don't
you're
have
not
an
doing
issue.
anything productive with that kind of like rhetoric and that kind of message.
I feel like people should be able to spread their bad ideas. Like I should publicly know. Like I actually like that Kanye and Kyrie are like so public about how shitty they are as people, so I don't even have to get like bamboozled into liking them. You know what I mean? Um,
That's an interesting way to think about it.
yeah, I mean, I feel like like there's a lot of people that have probably like really malicious ideas or things I don't agree with, but I'll just never know. You know what I mean? And I'll end up like supporting them and shit like that because they just keep it to themselves. So to some degree, I'm kind of happy about it. I
Do
mean, like, oh god,
I was gonna say, do you think that there's like a problem with that though? When there's like when I don't know, it's like if somebody has something like that rumbling around in their head, and that they see like a major big celebrity like this saying shit like this, and it's like, does that like validate that in like to a certain degree though, for like people who might have like had hints of opinions like that or thoughts like that or like of
I kind
anti-Semitism
of
or
look at it like
racism
the
or
opposite way. Like, I feel like the fact that they're bringing the conversation into the public sphere, like, it kind of shows how, like, the arguments against it, I feel like, get exposed and are stronger rather than actually the support of it.
yeah, interesting.
Now, obviously, you have to, like, deal with the ideas the right ways. Like, just condemning them and just saying, like, anti-Semitism is bad because it's anti-Semitism or something like that. Um, like, I feel like you have to construct, like, real arguments, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, but like I really dislike like this like you're like, we're like not allowed to talk about this. This is just like an off limits topic. Like you should talk about anti-Semitism in like a rational way, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like we do on Discord. Like there's a reason, like there's a historical reasons and explanations for why groups, you know, are against Judaism and stuff like that. It's not just like completely random, but that doesn't justify it, right?
I mean, some of it is
So, yeah.
definitely bordering on random, like with the way that like some of those, I don't know, like some of those thoughts, opinions, I don't know, like narratives, whatever you want to call them, go. I feel like, because I mean, like what we were
I
like,
don't think
you know,
random is the right word. It's like irrational.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Some of it is kind of random though. I feel like, because you know, like there's like the whole like, you know, stereotypical trope of like media and like banking control, right? But then I
But
feel
it's
like,
true. They
yeah,
do like,
that's fair. But I
yeah.
mean, I feel like there's just like different things that people come up with that they like make some connection to like banking or media, but it just has like nothing to do with that, and it's just like just a
Yeah.
wild take, you know? It's just like
Yeah,
that to
no,
me
no,
is just like
no,
why are we
no.
even like how do we even arrive to that like at that
Well, that's
from
where
like
it's just like the conspiracy theory, just like
right
going
right
all over the place. Yeah, and
yeah
in that sense, I agree with it. But I think for the most part, like it's just like there's like a specific like people are just like you know anti-Semites, and then like the fact that they are like there are a lot of wealthy and powerful ones, it just adds fuel to the fire. You know what I mean?
yeah
Like nobody is like complaining that you know, I don't know what's like like Greek people own, like control the fucking the diner fucking
the olive business.
conglomerate. You know
Oh
what I mean? Yeah, or something like that. Well, I was trying to think of something in the U.S. You know what I mean? Or like that, like Indian people like own too many 7-Elevens and they're like you know brainwashing us to buy fucking lotto tickets. I mean, that's not like a fucking conspiracy theory, even if it's like maybe
jeez
true that a lot of
Louise.
Indian people own the 7-Elevens. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's so there is something to like specifically the fact that they're Jews and then connecting it all. I'm not gonna
Well,
deny
you say
that.
that, but I mean, like the Simpsons basically got rid of like Apu, right? Because of shit like that. Whereas like Indian guy convenience store, they were
They
like,
got
we're
rid of
not.
him? I didn't
Yeah,
even
dude.
know
That
that.
like they yeah they've I think they've like apologized for it. They're like, yeah, like this is like a you know it's like an unfair stereotype that like an Indian guy owns a convenience store or whatever. I don't know. It started off as like
An
comedy, but like
unfair,
comedy's just like not
yeah.
comedy anymore. So who knows?
But like, I don't. I mean, yeah, maybe I'm just racist, but like, I don't see that. I mean, if you're making fun of it in a show, I could see where it's crossing the line. But isn't it just like true that that's like a common business that Indian immigrants get into? Like, is that not like that's like a trend? Like, immigrants generally who come to the U.S. like get into the same businesses because they know other people who've done it. They see that success and then they emulate that, right? It's like why like a lot of dry cleaners are owned by like Chinese or Korean immigrants. It's not like they're not like genetically into washing clothes. It's just like you know, a rundown effect of like someone was successful with it. It's like a business that they can get into because it doesn't require like maybe a lot of like strong language skills. It's lucrative. It's easy to do. It doesn't take like prior knowledge. It's like easy to get into. I mean, it just makes sense, you know.
I guess I don't know. I think it's still just like a, you know, at some point it's just like a stereotype though. Like you know, I doubt that like if you looked up like what do most you know like what are Indian professions like by you know percentage of population like I
Like
doubt that
Indian
like
immigrant.
convenience stores is like at the top of that list. Like what about
I
like
bet if you look, I
doctors
actually
and
this,
programmers
I
and
just
like things
okay.
like
Well,
that
no,
that
no,
aren't
no.
as
Well,
visible maybe, but that like you're just thinking of convenience
now,
stores and like
can I
dry
just stop you
cleaners.
right now?
Yeah,
Can I
sure.
just stop you right now, real quick? Because I feel like we're talking about two different things. I'm specifically talking about immigrants coming to the country, like how they're like their children. Sure, they're doing a bunch of other stuff. We're just talking about Indians as a whole, obviously. But I think the specific criticism is like
I
Indian,
don't
like
know,
the
maybe.
businesses that. I bet if we looked at honestly, I could be. I'll just say that I could be completely racist and wrong here. I bet if we looked at like businesses owned by first generation you know, or immigrants rather of like Indian descent, they're probably it probably does trend towards certain types of business. Maybe it might not be convenience stores, but you know, it's just like Italian people owning pizzerias or fucking Greek people opening up diners.
Well,
It's just like what they
well,
did.
I mean, yeah, yeah, okay, that's fair. I don't know. I who knows? I doubt
Okay,
anybody's
maybe
like collecting statistics on like what the like
it might be.
first generation immigrants are doing for you know for a living. Maybe.
I feel like that data probably does exist, but
I really want to watch this video. I'm gonna put this on while we watch.
yeah, you should. Why are we not playing anything this whole time?
I don't know, dude. We were
Okay,
talking, so I was
yeah,
distracted. I mean, I was
that's fair. You
distracted,
were
but I
in it.
wasn't distracted. Oh, here now
No,
I can actually see where you're.
how do you want to handle? I've had multiple people now ask to come on the podcast, so I feel like we have to. And
Just get
we
them
hit
on,
episode
dude.
10. We have 10 episodes done. Are we gonna start? We're gonna open the floodgates now. We're gonna start. I
Yeah,
feel like we've hit our vibe personally. Like I feel like the podcast now, like we kind of know. I mean, we don't know what the fuck we're doing, but we kind of have something going on. So I
there's
feel like
something
we can
going on
kind of
for sure.
something's happening. You know what
No,
I mean?
I'd be down to. Who else has asked? I'd be down to bring people on. I know we've got Vic lined up at some point, but who knows if
Yeah, we
we'll
have Vic
ever get
lined
him to
up.
not flake.
Yeah, fucking inconsistent Vic, bro. Just maybe one of the worst people to ever schedule something with. Just constantly going to the beach. Like, you ever want to schedule something with Vic? For some
I don't
reason, he's
know.
going to the beach.
I might
I
be
don't.
at the beach.
I don't. I might be at the. And not even like I'm going to the beach. I could be at the beach
I could be
at
at the
X
beach.
day.
Yep.
Well, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Are you or are you not? Anyway,
Well, who else?
I don't know. I don't want. I don't want to out them right now.
Oh,
But
okay.
there's two other people.
Oh, we got two other people. I think I
Two
know
other
one
people
of
have
them, but I
asked me
don't know who.
independently.
That's sick.
Um,
I love
yeah,
that people are
yeah,
asking you. I like that. Yeah, like
yeah.
if people are asking you, I say hell yeah, bring them on.
Okay,
Dude,
yeah.
by the
I
way,
usually
that
say
river looked
eventually.
exactly like the type of thing that I whitewater rafted on when I was like a kid. Like that trip
Did
that
you
I
do
went
any
on
of
for
that
two
on your
weeks.
last trip?
No, no,
Oh,
I
you
didn't
mean
do
when you were in Russia?
Yeah, when I was a little
Oh,
kid when I went on that trip. For this What,
I was
where
a
are all
little
these
kid on that.
flies coming from, dude? I swear the last 2 years there's been more flies than I've ever seen in my life, just like around, like in restaurants and
They're just
houses.
breeding.
Get the fuck away. Like, where are you coming from? I'm getting assaulted, dude. There's been like this fly that's been flying around my apartment, like, I don't know, since like Thursday, and he's getting tired, so he's like starting to get a little slow, but he just keeps hovering around my face. Oh,
Why don't you just kill them?
I can't, because he doesn't land for long enough. He just landed on my desk. I leaned forward like
They're slow.
yeah, I mean, that's nothing new there.
You don't have a
In the
fly. It sounds like
brain and
there's
in the
all these
body.
flies coming. Just time to buy a fly swatter, bro.
Maybe it is time to buy a fly
Like,
swatter.
this is such a big issue, bro. There's
Feels so
solutions.
archaic though. Like,
Solutions to the fly
I feel
issue.
like that was like a problem in like the 1800s. Why am I dealing with flies in 2022?
Yeah, maybe in the first world.
Yeah,
But we get
true.
third world issue.
That's fact.
Flies
I mean, honestly,
everywhere,
you don't
bro.
even have to go to the third world, just like outside of the U.S.
Yeah, honestly, in the you just go to the south, bro.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, true.
Or a farm. I always look crazy, like farm animals, like animals outside. There's like flies all over them. They don't give a fuck, bro.
I mean,
Like
they
respect
do
the
a little
cows and
bit.
shit. Do they?
Yeah, yeah. They like swing their tails around and they like shake their ears and shit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. This bug is kind of gross.
They don't
This is
love it.
Russia, though?
Yeah, it's sick,
Wow.
right? This is like the Far East in Russia.
Yeah. I guess it's like near the steppe, right?
This is like east of the steppe. Yeah,
It was east of the steppe. Okay, wow.
yeah. Unless I'm stupid. Hang on, let me Google.
Oh, it just froze.
Did it? It's still
I don't
going
know.
for me.
So am I on the screen for you right now still? Or is it just the video?
No, you're on the screen for me. You're in the bottom right corner.
Oh, wow. So it's still okay because it's overlaid over the.
Yeah.
Let's see. Interesting. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, look at this little bear.
Little bear, bro.
Dude, isn't that a cub? Am I crazy?
No, I think those
Oh
are
no,
cubs
there's
in
a
the back.
cub.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a cub in the back. Dude, he looked small, bro. I don't know. I'm crazy, bro. He's cute though.
I guess this isn't the. I'm wrong. Altaisky. I thought Altaisky Krai was further. No, this is like right in the little nook of Mongolia and Kazakhstan.
Isn't it weird how much like we anthropomorphize bears specifically? Like I get that they're cute, but they're really like it's kind of wild. Like I was just at the park and like the park by me always has like these like little stations, I guess. I don't know how to
Mhm.
describe them, but they're like children's books, right?
Yep.
And they're like all around the park and they like switch them out. But like for
They
some odd
switched
reason
them
they're
out.
all
Damn, this is a fancy park.
it's not that bad. They're just like on like little, little stick things. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, they switch them out. And it's like I feel like they're always about bears and shit. And it's just like, dude, how many books about like friendly, like children bears are
Like the
there?
Berenstain
Like, it's
Bears.
insane. Yeah,
Winnie the Pooh.
But it's like not even those. These are just like random fucking books I've never heard of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look how scenic Sarah looks in the background. Jesus.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's just crazy, bro. Like bears, are, like not friendly at all. I mean, I know it's like talked about, but it's just kind of weird. Like, why bears of all creatures are we like so obsessed with?
I don't know. But do you know about Smokey the Bear?
Bizarre. Do I know? Like I know what
Yeah,
he
like you've
is.
heard of him. Yeah, my girlfriend had
Yeah.
never heard of Smokey the Bear. We were just out in California and like we were
What?
driving along and I was like, "Oh, look at that Smokey the Bear. Like we got a, moderate chance of fire today or whatever." And she's like, "What's like who's Smokey the Bear?" I was like, "You don't know who Smokey the Bear is?"
Like firefighters never came to her school as a kid,
I
like talking
guess
about Smokey
not,
the
dude.
Bear and
I
forest
guess not. I
fires and
don't know.
shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Only you can
Dude,
prevent forest fires.
yeah. I feel like there were like PSAs and stuff. Like I feel like that was just
That's
like
what I thought too. And then I thought like maybe it was just because like I went up to Maine a lot when I was a kid, and like Smokey's like all over there because it's like all forests. So I want to make sure nothing's burning
yeah.
down. So he's like on every like in every town. But yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
I guess like
That's really
maybe not
weird.
in like upstate New York for whatever reason.
I mean, I get I don't know. I mean, I'm not from like upstate, but from like Westchester, definitely. Like no, I mean I was just aware of it. Like I
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I
hmm,
mean, she's from Albany,
that's
so it's like
weird.
it's not that much further. I don't know, it's just could be one of those things that maybe she forgot, or it's just like
Yeah.
maybe boys pay attention to that kind of thing more because they're just more
The
into
boys are
like
super into forest
nature and being
fires
outside and like doing
and
shit.
lighting matches.
And well, more into like firefighters. Like it would probably stick in our minds more like when the firefighters roll up and like we get to like see like the
Yeah.
big ass truck and like wear the hat and shit. Like that's cool. Girls probably are
Yeah.
just like whatever. I don't really give a fuck,
Yeah. True, true.
So this is actually the area where my mom was born.
No
How funny is
shit,
that?
really.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
That's
like not like the
crazy.
fucking woods, but like a city in this
Yeah, right in
region.
that nest.
Yeah, that is actually my mom right there.
That's really crazy, bro. Dude, there was something I wanted to bring up. I fucking completely forgot now. I was
Yeah, you
about to
forgot because you
ask
were
you.
looking at this beautiful nature in Russia.
I know, I was really fucking distracted. What were we talking about right before Smokey the Bear?
Who the fuck
Oh, we were
knows,
just
man?
talking about bears, dude. Yeah, I don't even
Yeah,
fucking know. That's literally what we were talking about.
yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
Look at these fish. Hell yeah,
But yeah, I
bro.
don't know.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
those
it's just fucking
fins. Those
weird.
are crazy looking. Damn, that water's so clean.
Yeah, would you drink out of that? Just slurp right up.
I mean, you could probably, yeah, if you boiled it, yeah, I'd drink that.
You know, like you get some crazy parasites.
That's why you boil it. This is, it's
Yeah, I
like,
know. If you
this
just
is like
drink it straight
snow
up.
melt, dude. I mean, this is like cold, clean water. This is it right here.
How livable is this area like in the winter? Is it just not livable at all?
Um, I mean, I guess it depends on your definition of livable. I mean, people live in like the Arctic Circle, and that's livable, I
Yeah.
guess. So I don't
But it's
know.
like what I'm
I
thinking
mean,
is like we have
it's
all this
shitty.
overpopulation in like the global south. Why don't we just like cart them up here? You know?
Yeah, dude, I wouldn't want that because then you lose all this beautiful ass nature. It's the same as
Yeah,
like
but
I had the same thought in like Northern California. I was like, damn, it's kind of like lit how there's just like not really anything going on up here because it's like you still get to see like how like amazing it probably
well,
was
here's an
before
interesting
like
debate.
San Francisco and LA and like all that other shit popped up.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
like, well, isn't the debate like there's like human suffering because of overpopulation? Like, is preserving certain parts of the environment better than solving some level of human suffering? Like, legitimately?
I don't know. I think you got to go like case by case basis. Because
I mean,
I
just
think
in
in
the
like a
grand
lot of
scale.
instances, it's just like overpopulation isn't the issue. It's more of an issue that like whatever the infrastructure of that area is can't handle it.
I mean, there's like arguments that there's just like overpopulation, and I mean that's like the whole issue with like pollution and stuff. That there's just too many people that it's unsustainable to actually have that many people in the type of society we have today.
Yeah, but what's not
Just
sustainable
overall,
about it?
I mean, just the amount of CO2 emissions we need to fucking actually produce to
Yeah, but
feed and
again, but
house and all
to me
actually
that's an
feed all these
infrastructure issue,
people.
right? Like that's just not
Well, I
like
don't. I
like,
mean,
government officials over the course of like the last couple, century, let's say, not, investing responsibly or being like short-sighted or not understanding the implications of like, what certain, carbon emitting activities due to the environment and nature.
I mean maybe, but it's kind of like there have been like really it's really difficult to actually get any climate reforms out, so we have like a compounding issue, right, where it's difficult to get states. I mean, I don't want to get too much into this fucking
Yeah, but I
political
mean, like,
shit,
what?
but
What's the alternative? You just start culling people, like that's gonna be easier to
yeah,
do, dude.
I mean
It's
that's what
definitely easier to
this
pass climate change reform than to just be like, all right, we're just
that's
gonna
not
wipe out
true.
a few million people.
I mean, not literally cull them, but like for example, I mean this was like what the Sierra Club found under so much fire of. That like they're like one of their big climate solutions was spreading birth control and like condoms in the global south.
I mean
I'm
that.
not even joking. Like promoting like safe sex and stuff because
Yeah, but that's good
uh,
anyway.
well
That's just like a
they
good thing
well no,
anyway.
not necessarily because they came under a lot of fire for that, and they actually ended up, pretty sure the Sierra Club ended up stopping doing that as a
Really?
result. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I mean, in theory, yeah,
Was that
it
just
sounds
because
good
like
to
the
us.
old people that support the Sierra Club who are conservative didn't like that they were using like promoting birth control and
I
safe
mean, I think
sex?
it's just like the whole narrative. It's just kind of like your base. I mean, they're basically saying like we like we'd rather you like we want to protect the environment, so we don't want more of this type of people around. I think that's kind of like that's not what they were saying, but that's like how people interpret it, right? Or that's how people hear it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh, you think like these people are problematic or they can't, whatever, whatever. Um, but yeah, I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like, if one of the best solutions to fixing the climate issue that we have right now is just like having less people on the planet, like how do you get to that point? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a difficult conversation. I don't
yeah.
really know
We're
the answer.
straying back into politics, so let's just go ahead and steer back away from that. I'm gonna
Uh,
take us. I'm gonna show
is
you
it
this.
politics or is this ethics, dude?
They overlap. They
Uh,
got the same suffix. We drove on this road in California. It's sick. I
yeah, let me.
forgot that we went there when I was like a kid. It's called Avenue of the Giants. It's like a I don't know,
There's trees.
25, 30 mile scenic kind of detour. Dude, this is like got to be one of the most beautiful roads. It's not. I mean, like the coast is obviously beautiful in its own way, but this is sick. I love this drive. This is so dope. And we're right off the road right away. Man, what a fucking debate of a thumbnail that video was.
Did you go through this thing? This tree? The
No.
giant tree?
No, let me see. Let me see what the stats on the giant tree are. See, that's not even that big. By the American Forestry Association as the national champion coast redwood. One of the national champion. Who is he competing against? We went to a tree that's called like Big Tree or something like that. That's like, dude, the
Really big?
diameter of this tree is like 27 feet or something like that. Can you imagine that?
Yeah,
The size
that's
of that?
pretty
Fucking
ridiculous.
huge, man.
I've cut down a lot of redwoods in RuneScape. They're pretty big.
That's a shame, dude. That's a real bummer.
They grow back quick in that game.
Yeah, if only that was the way it worked IRL. What are we just in? Like, what are you kidding
Dude,
me?
this
This
is the
isn't even.
worst,
This
bro.
is a horrible video. California through my lens, man, just ruined my whole vibe.
Yeah, that's like I looked up. I remember there's someone in my dad's town that like creates that like they like vlog and create videos on the town. And it's like every video, it's like you think you're gonna get like some like scenic shit, and it's literally just like going around to restaurants. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
like,
dude,
what
what
are you
am I
kidding me? Like,
looking
I'm
at?
trying to see this. See, this looks lit. Would you want to
This
go
is
to
crazy. Just look at the
Switzerland?
mountains, bro. I mean, why not? Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's just expensive. I'd definitely still want to go though.
I mean, I'd want to go. It's like going back to the last episode, we talked about this a little bit, but it's just like it's not like a top five. It's not like I'm not desperate to go to Switzerland, but like I would go. Yeah.
We talked about Switzerland on the last episode.
No, we talked about places we wanted to
Oh,
visit.
okay, okay. I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
was like, damn, my
No.
memory really is awful. I remember talking about places we want to
No.
visit. I didn't remember talking about Switzerland.
Yeah, no. I was just relaying it back. I don't know. It's just like it's weird. Like I would never like. There's no part of me that like wants to go to a place like this. You know what I mean? Like it's beautiful,
Well,
and
that's
like
why I
I'm
was
sure it would be
asking
fun.
because I feel
But
like
it's
we've
like
had that conversation. Like where I mean, again, like on the last episode, I'm sure we discussed this. Where you like, I feel like you're a lot more into like seeing, like I don't know, like
I like historical
man-made kind of
stuff.
stuff. Like yeah, like cultural like places of cultural significance or historical significance, like that kind of thing, or like historical landmarks, like that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm way more into the historical stuff for sure. I mean, that's why I want to go to Turkey. Really, I mean,
that's why you want to go
I
to
mean,
Turkey.
Turkey's
Look
beautiful. Yeah.
at these swans just walking around in the street. That's lit. So I'm a little bit distracted. I got to admit right now because I'm watching F1 qualifying on my other stream, but on my other screen. But Do you think that there's a better weekend or like week of sports than this week in the entire year? I think like there's so many different sports. Like we got like let me just run
I'm
through
just
it.
like,
Right, we got
dude, I'll just
basketball,
disagree with you because I'm just like
soccer.
not that into it. So I'll just say no.
Well, not in
But lay
F1
it out.
specifically.
Make
I
the
just mean
case.
like
Make the
sports in
case.
general.
I
I'm
know.
just
Make
saying
the
like
case.
we got
Make the
okay,
case.
listen, right? We have the World Series, right? Baseball. We got
Yeah.
baseball going on. We have soccer going on. We have basketball going on. We have football going on. We have hockey going on. We have F1 going, like motorsports, like for people that are into that going on. I'm probably like missing something, but this is like
Jake Paul
there's only like
Anderson
a
Silva.
week or 2 week period of the year where like all
I
of the
see what you're
seasons
saying.
overlap, and it's just like you can just
Yeah.
have whatever you want at any time. It's so sick. I
That's like a
love it.
buffet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Okay,
a
that's
buffet
fair.
of
That's
sports.
fair. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. All right, I'll take that. I'll take that.
It
Yeah, I accept
rules.
that. So hockey started already.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. I guess you really are hitting on everything. I don't know. I mean, personally, for me, maybe it's just me. I feel like there's something about like the specific really big events in like the Olympics or the World Cup that like eclipse anything. But I see the angle you're taking, where it's just like like the volume of
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah, that is a good point too. The kind of like the not like annual world sporting events are kind of hype too. Like you
Yeah,
were
they're
saying.
they're
Yeah.
like on a different level, or like a big fight. I don't know how to explain it. Like, there's a level of excitement I've gotten for like specific UFC fights or events, or like World Cups, because they're just like one off. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
That's
Olympics,
fair.
where it's like this is never gonna happen. And like in a way, like team sports, like these yearly team sports, like they never do happen. It's never gonna be the same team at the same
Mm-hmm.
time with the same players going off. But like there is something like kind of consistent about it that it's just like I don't know. It's just not as
There's
interesting to
less
me.
drama when it's like an annual thing, or if it's
It's less
like a
excitement. I don't even know
recurring
if it's
type of
drama. It's
event.
just like I'm like
Oh,
not.
I'm using
Yeah.
those two like interchangeably.
Okay. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's just something so fun about. I specifically, I guess, more about the UFC. And I'm obviously like I mean, we're both less into the UFC now than we were. But there was like something so exciting about certain fights happening that were like specifically like when Habib and McGregor were like on the come
Yeah, that
up,
was
like during that
awesome.
time period, like
Yeah.
2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, and it was just like there was just like a bunch of guys that it's like you just wanted to see these fights, you wanted to see them match up, you wanted to see like if they were they really as good as you thought they were, and then like
The
sometimes like
UFC
your heart
peaked
gets
then though,
broken,
so I
but
think that's kind of I don't. I
yeah,
do
for
you think
us
it's
at
that
least.
we've gotten less into it, or do you think that it's just like a worse product now? Because I think I would be just as into it now. I think the product has actually gotten like worse than it used to be, which is weird to say because I feel like almost universally every other sport, like the trend is that like the players get better, the skills get flashier, like the strategies get like more interesting and more exciting because there's like you got to find ways to innovate. But with the UFC, I feel like that's just like I haven't gotten that kind of like
I
excitement.
think it is us. I think there's two things going on. I think that there's like the UFC took like a different like strategy to their events where I think they've created like way more events and spread out the talent so like the cards are like way less stacked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I mean there's like no argument that like the UFC like the average like actual UFC event like the pay-per-views is just like worse than they were back then in my opinion. Like I just feel like there was like bangers like especially the main cards but even the prelims were just like banger after banger. Whereas now I feel like they're spread out to events that like we don't even watch. So there's like less excitement, I think, overall for the pay-per-views. And I think it's just like I feel like that was like a peak time because of like all the big names. But in terms of like actual like good fights going on, I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. I'd have to. I feel like there are some really exciting fighters right now, like Oliveira and fucking. I don't know. There's a lot of
Bilal
guys that.
Muhammad. Bilal, remember the
There's
name
a lot
Muhammad?
of. Yeah, I'm all around the name Muhammad. Yeah. There's a lot of guys,
Dude,
dude.
I think he might be on
I
track
think
for
that
a
the
title
fighting is
shot,
good. Yeah, he is,
I think
dude.
like one more dub and he gets a title shot. Maybe not even. Maybe he just gets a title shot. Isn't he on like a 6 or 7 fight win streak? Like the
Yeah,
guy's
he has
just
a big fight
rampaging.
coming up though. He's against what's his name, right? Isn't he against one of those super wrestler guys? I'm forgetting now. He has some big
Is he?
fight coming up.
I remember he won a fight recently. The man fights like a machine too. Yeah.
Oh no, he
No, he
just
just
fought.
fought. Yeah, damn,
No,
we
he
missed
literally
it.
just fought last week at this. Yeah, he did beat but
Damn.
Sean Brady. Yeah, that was the guy I was thinking of.
Oh
And he was
yeah, no,
talking
I
about that
actually
he beat
I saw
Luque
this
and
highlight
Sean
too
Brady.
because it was like they were like, damn, in like a night full of decisions, Bilal Muhammad got a knockout when he's usually like the
Yeah, that's
decision
sick to be
machine.
honest.
Dude, I'm stoked for him. I hope he gets a title shot. We've been day one
Dude, we
Bilal
were
Muhammad
so
guys.
early
On
on the
the
Bilal
early
Muhammad hype
prelims, we were
train.
just like, that's the
Yeah,
guy right there.
like 2015 Bilal Muhammad,
Hell yeah,
2016, or
dude.
the fuck it was. What a fucking beat. There's some guys that just deserve it. They just put in the work, bro. So, shout out to them.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Got to be my favorite fighter. Now, did you know that Khabib's coaching him?
Yeah. No, I didn't
Sick.
know that. I love how Habib is like stuck around in like a non-annoying capacity.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I hate when fighters just like start doing annoying shit after they retire for like attention. But I feel like Habib's like actually like contributing and like not being overly not like making it about him, which I respect.
Oh, speaking of fights, is tonight that Oh no, you said it's Monday night, right?
I think
The
it's
the
on Halloween.
the Jake Paul versus fucking Anderson Silva fight.
So are you dressing up for Halloween?
No. I'm
No?
dressing up for a costume, or not like a costume, like a it's gonna be like a baby shower costume party that's in like a week. But no, I'm not doing anything for Halloween. I'm
Baby
not a big
shower
Halloween guy.
costume party. You're going to a baby shower. Interesting. I thought dudes don't really usually go to those.
Yeah, no, they don't. But they're just making it like a party, so it's. I guess I'm
Oh, okay.
going. I don't. They're making it like a costume party that like is also a baby shower. They're just kind of like doing it all at
Yeah.
once. I think it's because
Okay,
like a
that's
few
cool.
people like don't really live in the area anymore, so they're just like do everything all at once,
Yeah, yeah,
like
no,
see
it's cool.
people
It's cool.
catch up, so on
Yeah,
and so
why
forth.
not? Fuck it.
Yeah, it should be a
So
good
what are you
time.
going as?
I'm going as Shaggy. My girlfriend's going as Scooby Doo. It's pretty boring. I'm like putting the
Interesting. She
costume
didn't.
together
She didn't want
myself.
to dress up as one of the human characters.
No, I think she found like a onesie pajama thing that's like Scooby Doo, and she was like, "All right, I'm gonna be Scooby Doo." So
It's an
I got
interesting
stuck
choice.
figuring out how to get like a Shaggy costume, which is just like miserable. I was gonna like order one online, but then it was like the turnaround time on delivery is like a month and a half, so it's just like I couldn't even get it
It's
in
pretty
time. So
last
I
minute
had to.
for a costume.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've kind of been procrastinating it, but
Oh, okay. Why not just go with something? I mean, I'm not trying to poo-poo you, but why not do something a little more creative or like interesting? You guys aren't. I feel like there's so many like couple costumes you could do.
yeah, neither one of us is like a huge Halloween person.
Okay.
I'm just not a big cos. Like I'll put a costume on Emmy on my dog. I'll do that.
Did you dress up, bro?
Huh?
Did you dress her up for Halloween? Did you get her an outfit?
No. But I'm saying like that's probably like as far as I would go. Like,
Are
and
you gonna bring
and
her?
you know that I'm not like super stoked about that either. Yeah, I'm gonna bring her. We're gonna
Yeah.
bring her. We're gonna like spend the weekend down
What are
there
you dressing up
in
with her?
DC. Well,
What are
we're
you
not
dressing
gonna
her up
dress her
as?
up. She's not
What?
coming to the party.
Bro. I mean, even if she's not coming to the party, you guys had to dress her up as like a Velma or something.
We were just talking about a costume for her the other day that we thought would be funny, and now I can't remember what it is because I've got boomer brain. Um,
The
fuck, maybe it'll
stripper.
come to me in the next few minutes. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't remember right now. She's honestly she doesn't even really like wearing stuff, man. Like when you're putting her hoodie on her, like she loves sitting outside on the balcony. She's out there right now, actually. She's out on the balcony. And she'll just sit out there all day, but it's starting to get like cold now. So like, if it's like in the 40s or 50s and like in the
Does she
morning and
get
she wants to
cold?
go out there. She doesn't really like I don't think she's getting that cold, but
Does she get cold in the winter though? Like when it's actually cold?
um I don't know. She doesn't like shiver. She's not like an Italian greyhound or
Yeah, I was
something,
gonna say
where
my
they're just
dogs used
like
to shiver.
shivering like crazy.
So,
Oh yeah, you had
yeah.
Italian greyhounds too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I was
Yeah,
asking.
no,
Yeah,
they
you had to
shiver
like
like
dress
crazy.
them
No,
up.
she's never like shivered, but like,
Okay.
I'm sure she's not like warm, like, her belly's like, she doesn't have a ton of fur on her belly or anything like that, so it's probably getting
So
chilly.
do you put coats on her
Yeah,
in the
we've got
winter?
like hoodies and stuff, and like she's got like a little puffy jacket too, but she like doesn't really love putting any of them on. Like she's doesn't really
Yeah.
she's not like hyped to like put it on, and then like the putting on process, you have to like fight her on it too, and then like once it's on, she's like, oh okay, like whatever, I'll just deal with this, I guess.
She
But
accepts her fate.
yeah,
Yeah.
but she doesn't love like the process of putting it on, so I feel bad like making her do it. Look at this cute little duck. By the way, did you
Yeah,
see
I
that
don't know. I
automatic
don't
lawnmower like a few minutes ago?
I did
You
see
were
that.
saying
Yeah.
something. I
I
was
was watching that. Yeah, it was
so
like a
distracted
Roomba.
by that. Yeah, it's
I
like a
was watching
Roomba
that
for the
too.
lawn.
Yeah,
That's
I saw
crazy,
that. That
right?
was crazy. Yeah.
Dude, that's I don't know like how common those are, but that's kind of a crazy little
Sarah
innovation.
loves the cold, bro. Like when it's cold out, like you know how in the summer I'm always like, oh, she doesn't want to walk, like she
Hmm.
doesn't want to go. I have to
Hmm.
drag her around, dude. Now that it's getting cold, it's a I
She's
can't.
vibing.
Dude, she doesn't want to go back in now. It's like she just wants to stay outside
That's
all
funny.
the time, and it's just like, bro, come on. Now I don't want to be out here. It's fucking chilly as shit. Although it was really hot this week. I guess you don't know. It like warmed up, bro.
Yeah,
in
dude.
the
I
middle
know
of the week.
I got off the plane and I was thinking like, on Wednesday or whenever we came back, and I was like, oh
Yeah,
damn, like it's gonna be pretty chilly. Like I better have my flannel on and stuff. Dude, I came. It
my
was like
flannel.
73 degrees when I came out of the airport. I was like,
You wear
Jesus Christ.
flannel?
Yeah, I wear flannels.
Wow. Okay, interesting.
Why? Why is that
I
so?
just wouldn't take. I just wouldn't take you for that. I don't know. That's not how I imagine your aesthetic to me.
What
Like
is
a
my
flannel
aesthetic to
jacket.
you?
I don't know. I have no idea to be honest.
I don't
That's
have an
just not how I
aesthetic.
imagine you.
My
Yeah, that's
aesthetic is
fair.
put on whatever is at the top of the dress, like in the top of the drawer in the dresser.
You don't feel like you have like a certain look?
um, I
All right,
mean,
what aesthetic do you think other people
it's
see you
pretty
as?
generic. I'm not like.
Yeah,
I think you probably just see me as like generic white guy,
generic white
generic white guy
person.
fashion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I feel like I have very like gym bro-y fashion. I feel like that's kind of like my aesthetic. Um,
yeah, that's true. You do that. You do be doing a lot
yeah,
of that. I mean,
which
you're
is
also
true.
spending like
But
$60 plus on gym wear, which like I wouldn't do.
yeah, dude, $100 plus only. If it doesn't retail at 100, I don't even look at it as does.
I mean, we've had conversations like that where you've like
No,
poo pooed articles of clothing because they're like under $30. I'm like, like that doesn't mean it's bad. Especially, it'll be like on sale for under $30, and you're like,
no, that's
nah,
not.
like, that
I mean, I
quality's
am
probably not good.
skeptical of cheap shit. I am skeptical of cheap shit,
I'm
but
skeptical of fast fashion. I really don't like fast fashion shit. I will say that. I'm like, I don't like that stuff that's
what
like
is
designed.
fast fashion to you?
It's like stuff that's designed to. I mean, it's
Name
not
like a
this.
brand though. You're
Like
talking about like
H&M.
American Eagle or something, or okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
like American. I mean, American Eagle, I think is like a little bit better quality, but I'm talking about like H&M, Old Navy, um,
Well,
like
Old Navy
stores
and the
like
Gap
that.
are the same thing.
I mean, yeah, so is Banana Republic and Athleta,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean
Okay,
it's
so
all
you're
different
saying those
levels.
are those fast fashion
Gap
too,
is
or
kind of like
not?
on the line. Like I get like jeans and t-shirts from Gap and they like last fine. Like I'm wearing like I've got t-shirts from Gap that like last like, a couple
I don't
years or
like
more.
Banana Republic at all. Gap is I just don't like those stores because it's like everything is on sale all the time, and it's just like that turns me off because it's like not an actual sale. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just got to take it
There's
at
something
face
that
value.
bothers me about that.
Yeah.
Okay, how about like Bonobos? Bonobos is kind of like fast fashion.
No, Bonobos isn't fast fashion.
Okay, interesting. Because I would put like Bonobos. They remind me of like, I mean, I'm not
Bonobos
even saying I
is
dislike their stuff, but it's like they remind me of like Banana Republic.
Yeah, they kind of are similar. I would say Bonobos maybe like a tiny step up from Banana Republic, but I
Okay,
think
yeah. I would
but
agree with
Banana
that.
Republic and Bonobos aren't fast fashion. Like if you buy something from Bonobos or Banana Republic, like it will last. Like you can wear it for
Mm,
years and it will last.
yeah.
If you
Okay.
buy like a T-shirt from H&M for like $7, you're gonna wear it like 5 times, and there's probably gonna have like a hole in the
I've
armpit or something. You know what I
I've
mean?
never shopped. I didn't even know H&M sold men's stuff. Do they?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
even know that. I've literally never been there, so I
I mean,
really
it's
don't know.
Old Navy's the same thing. It's like,
Okay.
like it's like a $6 T-shirt or something like that, and it's like, yeah, like, it's just it doesn't last, and then it's like, what do you do with it? It's just wasteful. It's a lot more wasteful. Like I'd rather spend a little more and like get something that's gonna last, and like that isn't just gonna get like thrown into a landfill because like you can't wear it anymore because it's got fucking holes in it or something.
Yeah, my like growing up, my mom was like really anti cheap stuff. So like never went to Old Navy, never went to Kohl's, never went to any place like that. Like I've literally never even been inside.
I feel like
Um,
Kohl's is kind of like that.
Kohl's and Old Navy are like the same store,
Kohl's
aren't
is
they?
like an
Or like Macy's,
no, dude. Macy's isn't like that at all.
J.C. Penney.
No, see, I don't know. No, you're not going out shopping
Maybe I'm
around
just
because
wrong.
no, Macy's is like a
Well,
nice Macy's is like a nice
I've
department store,
never
dude.
been to those stores.
I mean, it's gone downhill a little bit like the last
Nah,
few
Macy's
years,
is
but
not a nice. I mean, they're okay, but it's
yeah, I
not
mean,
like a
it's not
Nordstrom's or
Saks
something
Fifth
like
Avenue
that.
where you're probably shopping, but
Yeah,
it's like a nice
yes.
store, dude. Like,
Yeah, okay, it's fine.
it's
Okay,
like
you're
you
right.
get
Macy's is
when you
better.
go there,
Macy's is better
it's
than
like
those places.
they
You're
have
right.
like
You're right.
they
You're
have
right.
like Calvin Klein and they have like Tommy and they have
Yeah.
like Polo
Okay. Yeah.
stuff, which is like historically like nice shit. Like you can't
No,
get
no, I
that
know what you're
stuff
saying.
elsewhere.
I was going a little yeah. Okay, okay. Not Macy's, but like J.C. Penney is definitely
Yeah,
like
JC Penney,
those
but
other
Yeah,
places.
JC Penney like brands itself as that.
Is like Kohl's and
Yeah, yeah.
fucking Old Navy and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, Kohl's is like budget Macy's. I agree. It's like the Old Navy. It's like Old Navy to Banana Republic
Yeah.
kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
different
Okay. Okay.
companies, obviously, but to me those are like
Yeah, I know
that's
what
like
you're
a
saying.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just never stopped at those places.
So where do you shop then? I feel like like I'm like, didn't even know what they
I
sell
don't really
basically.
shop at I don't really
You just go
shop at brick and
online.
mortar. I mostly order stuff online.
Mm,
But like I mean I'm not like that prestige. I'll get stuff like Nordstrom Rack and shit. You know what I mean? I just like get whatever. I mostly buy stuff on sale. But I mean honestly, recently I do buy a lot of athletic wear. I do buy a lot of stuff now that's just like online retailers. You know what I mean? Like I don't even know
Yeah, like
like
pure
what
online.
they're yeah, pure online.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know if they have brick and mortar. But like I like a lot of stuff from like Rhone and yeah, like, I don't know, just like athletic wear, I guess.
I'm
But
looking at
like
my
I'll just buy
tag and
like
I'm literally
t-shirts
wearing
from
a
them.
pair of Bonobos pants right now.
Yeah, Bonobos is fine. I mean in terms of like brands like Theory, I think is like that's like in terms of like nicer stuff, I guess. I like
Yeah,
stuff from
Theory's pretty
there.
nice. Yeah, see, that's like
Trying to think
another
of like
step
brands
up
that I have.
cost
I mean,
wise.
like, if I'm gonna go, like, I will be honest, like, if I'm gonna buy a brick and mortar, like, I probably would go to like a Bloomingdale's or something. But that's like pretty rare, and I'll probably only go if I have like a gift card or like, some kind of sale is going on.
I struggle to imagine what you would be getting at Bloomingdale's.
I bought some at Bloomingdale's earlier in the week, but I just got jeans. I mean, it wasn't anything crazy.
Just bought some jeans. I
Just
mean,
bought two
even
pairs of
imagining
jeans,
you in
bro.
jeans is like I can't even do that because like again, like
Really?
to
I
me,
wear
yeah,
jeans all the time.
yeah, no, that I can't even like I can barely imagine you in jeans. Like I'm
You've
sure
never
you
seen me
wore.
in
I
jeans?
probably have like when we've gone out in like the
Yeah,
city or
you
something.
must
But
have,
like
yeah.
yeah, to like I feel like I just
I
associate
guess
you with just constant, just like I mean, athletic wear, like you're
sweatpants and
describing, yeah, just
shorts.
sweatpants, yeah,
I guess every picture you've ever seen me in, I've probably been wearing shorts or sweatpants,
yeah,
so it
yeah,
makes
pretty
sense.
much,
Yeah.
yeah. The photos, yeah, all for sure. It's like when I see you in person, you dress up, but then on the photos,
Yeah.
it's all
Hell yeah, just
shorts and
dress up with
sweats.
t-shirt and jeans.
You're like
That's actually dressing up for me.
yeah, you're like the inverse of our generation, where it's like usually like everybody dresses up for their pictures and then like they dress down all the other times. You're the inverse. You're just dressed down in every photo and then like dressed up when I see you in person.
It's really funny.
So
Dude,
do
we
you
have to
think?
do a meetup or something.
I
We
was
have
gonna
to do a
say,
meetup with the
and
boys.
speaking of, do
Yeah.
you think that we can get Corey and Vic up? Because Corey seemed like he was on board. Well, when I pulled up those $120 plane tickets, it seemed like he was
He
interested.
perked up,
He
bro.
perked
He
right up. He was
perked
like, "Oh,
up.
that's," because I thought it was gonna be like $100 each way, and he was like perked up at
Yeah.
that. And then I was like, "It's 120 round trip with a carry on," and he was like, "Oh, well, you got to get Vic
Yeah.
to buy that for me right now, and then we'll come up."
Dude, we should try to do a live podcast, like
That
all
would
of us
be
in the same
awesome.
room.
Yeah,
That
that
would
would
be
be
sick,
great.
actually. I feel like we'd have a great time with that. Although
Setting
it
it
would
up
probably
would
be
be a
hectic as fuck.
fucking nightmare, but
Absolute nightmare, but it would be fun. I
we
bet
would
that.
have to get we'd have to get like a controller or something to like monitor all the levels and stuff, and
Yeah, probably. I feel like we could figure it out
everybody
though.
would have to get like a mic like
We could
what
buy
I
those
have.
cheapo mics.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
we'd
could.
have
I
to
mean,
get a
how
few
much
of
are those?
these.
$12 or something? You said?
No, I think it was like $25 that I spent for this one.
Okay, that's still somewhat manageable though.
Yeah, it's doable for sure.
Yeah, we'll see. If they do come, we'll set it up and it'll be a good time.
I mean, yeah, as we've established, who knows if we're ever going to be able to do that because Vic might
Dude,
have to
Vic
go to
is
the
so
beach.
like, you know what? We'll have to pin him down on the podcast, so it's like recorded.
True. If we can
That's
ever
the
get
way
him
we
on
do
the
it.
podcast, that's like the
Yeah,
first
that's
issue.
true. We'll jump him, bro.
When is he
Nah,
coming
trust me, I
back? Do
think
you know? Did he say?
I have no
This
idea.
is such an irrelevant conversation in the podcast. But.
Yeah, no one has any idea. But you guys, the thing is, it's irrelevant now, but when we eventually get him on, then you'll know. You'll be like, oh, this is the really flaky, inconsistent guy that refuses to meet up with Stas
Yep.
and Dante.
It's
So
true. It's true.
it'll all make sense then. What do you think about like Vietnamese food? Like Vietnamese or Thai food? Do you fuck with like the more Southeast Asian cuisines? Because I'll be honest, I don't like. I really don't.
No, I like
I'll
it.
just full disclosure.
I like
Interesting.
it. I'm
Okay.
not like I don't love how they put peanuts in everything. I don't really like.
You see, that's like the bottom of the list of things that bother me.
Yeah,
Like you
see,
like pho, for example.
I haven't had pho in like a really long time, but I feel like it would be all
Okay.
right. I like soup.
Yeah.
Soup's good.
Like soup, yeah. Do you like ramen and stuff though too? Like
Yeah,
you're more
ramen's
you
good.
like noodle stuff? Yeah, see, I don't like the noodle shit at all,
Oh, dude,
bro.
I
I'm
fuck
like
with
I
the
don't
noodles.
fuck with those
I
noodles.
honestly, I don't fuck with some of the stuff that they put in the ramen, but the noodles itself and the broth is like, oh yeah, that's fucking
Yeah,
flames.
I'm never into that stuff. Dude, I barely like pasta and I'm Italian. So it's like anything more than that, like anything more noodly and just like
You don't like
Yeah,
eating in
no.
general though. Wasn't it you that was saying that like
What?
you just eat for like sustenance? Who was saying that?
No, that's not me at all, bro.
Who was saying that they just like they only like to eat for like they're just like, "Oh, I
I
only
don't
eat
know. That's wild to me though, because I'm just eating fucking. I mean, I'm a fucking pig, bro. I'm just eating like crazy. So,
Yeah.
bro, I was fat, bro. You can't be fat and eating for sustenance, bro. I would. Dude,
But
I
there
feel like
was
people who say that, like, honestly, people who say that just haven't had good food. Like, honestly, not even a hot take. Like, literally, like
Oh no,
you
you know
just
what's
haven't ate
crazy?
well
I
in your
remember
life.
who it was now. It was a buddy of mine who's like a pretty like he's kind of like a little bit of a stoner and he was like, I just eat to eat. Like I don't like really
That's an
enjoy. I mean, he's
American
not
take.
like a
That's an
big stoner, but
American who hasn't had good food. I'll be honest. I'm just calling him out. I
yeah,
don't know who it
maybe.
is. You got to take him out to some good restaurants, bro. I mean, I just refuse to believe that. Like, either he's had good food but not consistently enough, or something's going on with his taste buds. I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
You know why? Because there's no people like that, like in like southern Italy, dog. You know what I mean? Find an Italian person. Find an Italian person who's like, yeah, I only eat for sustenance, bro.
Dude, I
You're not.
bet
You
you
don't
there
find
are
them.
some. It's just you're just stereotyping. That's
Yeah,
all
I'm
it
just
is.
everything is all the ones that they're all in my. I only know people in my family who are all just fucking, you're just shoving their face with fucking food, like me.
I
Yeah.
feel that,
I
dude.
mean, there are skinny people. I mean, I know. I'm not saying they're not skinny or fit or like they might not watch what they eat. They might be healthy, but I guarantee you they still like food, bro. That's also
I
just
mean,
like
I'm
a mega
skinny and I
gym
like
bro
food.
take. That's like a fake enlightened take. I'm not saying your friend is like this, but I feel like I've heard that from people who have like this fake like fitness or health like enlightenment where they're like, I just eat to fucking get my macros in. And it's
No,
like,
no, no,
yeah, all
no,
right, bro.
no,
But
no,
it's
no.
like,
He's not like a big. I mean, he is fit, but like that's not. Those two
no, I'm
things
not
like
saying
aren't
he's like that,
associated with
but
him at
I'm saying
all.
I've heard other people like that say that.
Yeah, no,
Like
that's
that's kind of like a
obnoxious.
narrative.
That's just like that's like one of those things where you're like where they're just trying to manifest. You know, they're just like they're
Yeah.
craving a nice slice of pizza, but they're like they're just telling themselves that they only eat for sustenance, and that's how they feel okay about just eating like cardboard for protein, basically.
Is your friend one of those people that just like actually doesn't eat a lot though? Like if you go out, like he'll be someone who like
Yeah, no, he
he'll get
doesn't.
like a
He doesn't.
sandwich and he'll just like eat a few bites and then put it down.
No, no, no,
Like,
no.
is
I mean,
that's
he'll eat.
insane to me.
He'll eat. But it's just like
Yeah.
he's just like I mean he'll eat and he like appreciates food, but he's just like he's not like oh my god like you know like if you got him like
He
a
doesn't have
some kind
cravings.
of like a culinary week long experience where you went to like a new restaurant every night or something like that like
Yeah.
we'd probably be like jazzed for that like if it was like like
Yeah.
high like fast fashion like fancy dining and like good food and so on or like
Yeah, that shit's
exotic
lit.
yeah like we'd be into that he would just be like he would be just as happy like having like whatever he was gonna have at home anyway type of thing. Like that's how it is.
Dude, when is restaurant week, dude? We should do
I don't
something
know.
for restaurant week.
Do a live podcast from a restaurant.
Maybe we should try to get Vic to come down for restaurant week.
That
That's
would
what we
be
should
yeah.
fucking
That would
do.
work.
Have
That
have
would be
you
the way to
have you
do it.
taken have you done like restaurant week stuff?
I've done it
Because
in
like
DC. Yeah.
okay, yeah, because it's a lit, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where you
Um,
like pay like $30 and you go to like a restaurant where normally everything's like $80 and
Yeah,
you just
and
get
it's like a
a
prefix
nice
thing,
meal.
you know
Yeah,
what I
yeah, yeah.
mean?
It's prefix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like prefix, but it's still decent. I mean, you still get like a good taste, still a good deal, and it's
Yeah,
like fun,
100%.
because you can go to a bunch of different places.
Yeah. No, I'd be
Yeah, dude,
super into that.
we should try to schedule him to come for that because I feel like he would also really that would something he would appreciate too,
He
and
would
it's something we
definitely
could do.
appreciate that.
Maybe that's what we could plan, something like that. Dude, by the way, these okay, like here's my issue with this. All these houses look exactly like all the architecture here is like nice, but just like identical, and it just triggers the fuck out
uh,
of me, bro. In this video,
the U.S. is kind of like that too.
the U.S. is hella like that, and it's so annoying to me, dude.
You don't
That's
like
like the one.
suburbia?
I mean, I don't know. The suburbia I grew up in wasn't like that at all. I mean, maybe it's just like the time period, or just because I come from like a somewhat affluent area. But it's like there was not like there wasn't like that kind of uniformity of houses. Like I don't
That's
know. Maybe
yeah.
it's because like rich people like they want to build their own house
Yeah,
and they're
rich
like
people
unique
just
and they're like kind of
they've
into
all got their
that.
own thing. Yeah.
But like outside of like townhouses and like those kind of communities, like it wasn't really like that. So I wasn't even really like used to that. Like the only area I knew that was like that was like where my grandparents owned like a townhouse. You know what I mean? Where they're like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
connected. And
It's
so like
really
I didn't
interesting
even
that you say
know.
that because like people from like Europe, for example, they come here. Like I've experienced this with like multiple people who have come to visit, whether it's from Eastern Europe or even like people that we've known from Western Europe, like things like that. Like they come here and they're
Mhm.
like, damn, like especially like in the city, they're like, this is like the shittiest, most boring architecture. They're like every building looks the same. Every building's like, just like this bland kind of like
People from
emotionless,
Eastern Europe are
spiritless.
saying that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What?
Yeah, they're
That's
like
kind of wild.
everything just
Okay.
looks the same. And I don't know, maybe it's like because like I grew up in DC, and in DC like I will say like a lot of the like government buildings are like these like 1950s 1960s era type of like office
Yeah.
buildings that really do kind of all look the same, and they just have like no personality or character. It's just like I don't know, like
I feel like
like
New York City has some awesome architecture, personally.
yeah, it
Um,
it does, but I can see where they're coming from too. Like if you're coming from,
Feels like
like
where you're
somewhere where
going
there's
in the
like
city. Yeah.
300-year-old buildings with like,
Yeah.
cool ornate like architectural features and things like that. It's like, it's like to a
I
certain
mean,
extent
it's different,
skyscrapers kind of all probably look the same.
but yeah. But the thing with New York is there is like different eras depending on where you're at. I mean, there are older parts of New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Especially if you're in like the Upper West Side
but
or like down in
it's a lot
Tribeca.
less
Like
like
it's not
consistent
as
or like
historical, but it is like you will have like I mean, there's visually something way different about pre-war buildings compared to
yeah,
things that are built in the
for sure,
50s and
yeah.
60s and then the 80s, and then there's some really cool new buildings. I mean, not to the level of like fucking Abu Dhabi or some shit, but
But it's like
still
again, it's
cool,
like some, it's not like the norm. Like the norm is that like most of them will look fairly
I don't
similar.
know. I mean, I really like. I don't know. I mean, even if you just, I mean, I guess it's not as like generic, but like, I'm trying to think. I mean, like if you're like around like Grand Central or even Midtown, I feel like a lot of like the Chrysler Building, it like kind of looks like the Empire State Building, but they're both like pretty iconic. And then Grand Central itself is pretty nice as like a structure.
Yeah, but
I
you're
mean,
like naming like specific unique like buildings.
yeah,
But
that's
like
true.
whereas like, block to block, like it'll probably look roughly the same,
Yeah,
like
that's true.
as
That's
a
fair.
general
Kind
rule.
of.
Or at least to like somebody who hasn't been here before. Like you
But
reckon
there
like
is like a
it looks
lot of
different
this.
to
There
you
is a
because
lot
you
of stuff.
grew up with
Yeah, I
everything
guess.
like like you grew up looking at it, so like you pick out like like the architectural differences a lot more, whereas like I think like people who come
Yeah,
from like
that's probably pretty fair.
places where like the streets look like
They just see
like this, where
concrete.
it's like like there's like these old stone buildings, and like maybe they use like different stones in different eras, and then
Yeah.
like sometimes they had like some fancy artwork, like stonework at the top, and sometimes they didn't, whereas like here
Yo,
it's
let's
kind of
go to
like
Naples, bro.
Naples.
Let's see my
Naples
paisans.
life walks, dude. This is the kind of video I want to be watching. 104 subscribers. This is a homie right here. This is one of us.
Yeah,
Naples,
this is
Italy.
a
Life
24
walks
views.
4K. Subscribe.
24 views. Yo,
This
like
is
this
sick.
video. Give us a like. It's a second like, dude.
All right, hang on. I gotta like.
Hey.
I
You know
mean, this
what?
just
Can
came
you?
out. Came out today.
Yeah, can
This
you
is
can you link
crazy.
this to me? I want to put. I should start putting these URLs in the fucking video, huh? That we're watching.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever. We'll do that for
Wait,
going
why isn't
forward.
it?
Once we
It's
get
not even
flagged.
a link. Oh, what? What the fuck? You
Are
see
you in like
this?
streamer mode or
Opera
something?
does
No, I
some
see the
weird
link.
shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, you want to go down to Naples? They got a great. Their soccer team is slaying it this season.
Yeah, are you trying to go to Italy? I think
Dude,
I
I'd
might
be
go to
super
Italy
down.
next summer.
Will you? I'd actually be super down to like, are you gonna go visit like your family and stuff?
I mean, yeah. I
Well, I
mean,
mean,
I'd
I
be
don't
down
know.
to go other places, but
Well,
yeah,
no,
yeah. If I'm going,
no,
I
I'm trying
have
to
to
come.
visit my dad if
I'm
I'm
trying
going.
to
Yeah.
crash the party. I'm trying to come and visit your family too.
Oh yeah, dude, that
Dude,
would
I
be fucking
love that
lit.
shit. I live for that shit. I mean, I've got like my Portuguese
Yeah.
buddy who like I go
Oh
with all the
yeah.
time. That shit rocks, dude. I hate the touristy shit, like the standard like
Yeah.
I want to be like I want them to be like this is where you go. This is where you got the best food, like so on and so forth. Like I don't want to go to like the restaurant where they speak English and like because of that everything's upcharged like 10 euro and then it's just like average food. Like I want the real shit. Yeah, look at the beautiful Naples. There's just a fucking pipe floating in the water. Like, the fuck is this? Jeez Louise, man. Yeah, this see like architecture like this. Like every building's like a different color. It looks different. Like the feature like the way the windows are all different. Like the all the little, I don't know what the cornice is. I don't know what the terms for all this shit is. But anyway,
Yeah, no, I get it. I get where they're coming from, the Europeans. I mean, they're not really wrong, but it's just like a different aesthetic.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Anyway,
I don't.
we're over an hour here. Should we get off
We're
and just
wrapping
go
it
start
up.
planning some stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is good. I mean, I don't think we quite hit the highs of last week, but
We
we're
didn't.
getting back into groove of it. We were a little bit off. We had to catch our stride.
Yeah, we're getting back
Um,
into the flow. I'll be honest. I'm coming off of being sick after this trip. I'm still tired from this trip. I'm still
yeah,
recovering. So I'm definitely not all there. We'll come up with
yeah.
some stuff for next week and
All right.
get this
Well,
shit back
happy
on the road.
Halloween, guys.
Yeah, happy Halloween. Dress up, eat candy. Don't eat poison candy. And
If someone gives you an apple, be appreciative.
yeah, don't forget to brush your teeth.
Yeah,
Peace.
or don't. Fuck it.